My plan is to save the sheep in this region. You can hunt Hangai Argali, Gobi ibex, stag, all in one hunting concession. This is really unique.
According to the law, no less than 50% of the income generated from hunting should be spent on the conservation of wildlife.
The number one threat to not only Argali but all wild animals is land degradation and desertification.
This is a brand new concession. The money is going towards these local people, show them, protect these animals, keep the poachers out, help take care of these areas, because hunters will come and they will help support you and your families in this area, and forever Mongolia will be able to keep its soul here in the mountains with these animals.
From the birthplace of the stirrup, Mongolia. We got about 3 hours of sleep last night. I'm gonna get on the road, go look for sheep. So it's kind of exciting.
My name is Chulumbat and Chuka is my nickname. I work as a representative for the hunting consortium. I have worked in hunting since 2013. During Genghis Khan's time, around 13th century, there are historical records that the great emperor would organize a hunt. The chase would go around and encircle a large area. Inside they would find many animals. And female and young animals were released from the circle. And then only the adults and males would be left there. The emperor would take his first pick and then shoot the chosen animal. Great Genghis Khan is regarded as the father of the nation. It was the most glorious part of Mongolian history. There are many Western accounts of how he was cruel and atrocious, but the enemies who were defeated, of course, wouldn't write anything nice about the conqueror. But in our view, he is a father of the nation, and he had the purpose. And he brought what is called the Pax Mongolica in Latin, Mongolian peace, where all the conquered land had total peace and people lived in harmony. The emperor introduced religious tolerance, so all the religions coexisted in peace, in harmony. And then he brought knowledge from all over the known world.
My name is Mukhnar, but everyone call me Mogi. And we are based in Mongolia, and I'm an owner of seal hunting and safari tourist company. Mongolia has 3 different Argali species: High Altai Argali, and Hangai Argali, and Gobi Argali. All these regions and landscape is different to hunt. And now we're sitting in our new concession, Hangai Argali area. We started this process a couple of years ago. You first need to pre-scouting and searching all this undiscovered area. You have to know about rams, old mature rams. You have to know about that. And after that you collect all that paperwork and according to the law. And you need to talk with the local government, and after that the province level and government level is related to all that.
Гүрөөс огт Даваанымын Галбаатар гэдэг.
My name is Galbatar Devanamin, and my family name is Gurus, which means hunter in English. I have served as the head of the Citizens Representatives Council and Governor of Chakhersam for 16 years, and I am now going into my 17th year. The correct use of natural resources such as minerals, wildlife, and plants helps to improve the livelihood of local people. According to the law, no less than 50% of the income generated from hunting should be spent on the conservation of wildlife. This is a new project that has been implemented for the first time. This year, the government approved 2 Argali, 2 Ibex, and 2 majestic licenses for this area. We should improve the ecological education of local communities. Also, due to the lack of oversight and monitoring, poaching and other illegal activities take place. That's why environmental degradation is occurring. To prevent that, we need to encourage the participation of local people and create a structure of incentives to achieve that. This money should not be spent on administration, but only on improving the ecological education of the local community and supporting the activities of environmental protection partnerships by providing hay and creating mineral lakes. Good wildlife management should be introduced. Herders from those areas should be educated and provided with monetary incentives. The level of participation should be valued and given monetary incentives accordingly. Furthermore, not just wildlife, but other natural resources should be utilized in an environmentally friendly manner to improve the livelihood of the local community. Income should not just come from livestock, but from many other sources. We should head in that direction.
These are some of our local herders and guys who are going to help us locate sheep, local hunters. We're going to find ourselves some sheep here in Hangai Mountain. I couldn't ask for a prettier place. We're finally getting our second non-rainy day, and this is a 100% sunny day. First one they've had here in 2 weeks, which is really good. Hopefully things will dry out a little bit, let us cover ground a little bit quicker, and also have the sheep start coming out. The sheep about 2 weeks ago found themselves some holes to be in, especially the big ones, the wise ones, and they went to sit out the weather in those places, and now we're going to go try and find them. It's been very, very hard hunting.
My name is Kambater Manas Javek. Currently, I work as a hunting guide for Zev Hunting Company. When I was around 6 or 7 years old, I accompanied my father on numerous hunting adventures. Since then, I have carried on in this direction. The Hangai mountain range stretches for many kilometers through the central parts of Mongolia. Nowadays, Hangai Argali mostly inhabit the Hangai and the Hangai provinces. Hangai Argali are bigger in size than Gobi Argali and smaller in size than Altai Argali. I believe the number of Hangai Argali is abundant.
After having traveled extensively on hunting trips and traveling through many parts of Mongolia, I see that domestic animals are above their normal number. During socialism, which lasted until the beginning of 1990s, Mongolia had no more than 25 million heads of livestock. Now we have nearly 70 million. So that means the rangeland and the pasture is heavily overgrazed, and then it's deteriorating fast.
My name is Onung and I am a biologist. I am a manager of Altai Nomads, the NGO in charge of research and analysis. In recent years, the Argali population has been stable here in Mongolia. The biggest threat to Argali populations 10 to 20 years ago was poaching. Today, poaching is very uncommon. The number one threat to not only Argali but all wild animals is land degradation and desertification. There are a number of factors responsible for this. 50% is climate change and the other 50% is human impact on the landscape. The human factors include the increasing number of domestic animals. In the last 15 to 20 years, the number of domestic animals increased by 13 to 17%. Now, Mongolia has just over 70 million domestic animals. In some areas, grazing capacity has been exceeded 6 to 10 times. The increased number of domestic animals causes deterioration of the land and decreases plant diversity.
The big number of livestock is encroaching on the habitat of the wildlife species and threatening their very existence. So hunting concessions are not stopping it, but at least putting a break to that process and helping with the conservation of wildlife species.
Here we just stopped for lunch. We've been looking for sheep all morning and walked up to the top of the hill.
There's a huge herd of marl stags, big bulls right there.
And literally within 30 seconds, 12 marl stags just came over the hill, and one of them happens to be pretty dang big. Nobody was planning on doing this. We were doing the sheep hunting thing, but yeah, I mean, we got 3 rounds. That's more than enough. Close. We've about halved the distance. We're about 400 yards now. And there's a little pocket about 400 or 500 yards that way. And we're gonna just try and use this cover here, stay on top of the pocket, and then come straight into him. The big stag in here is on the far left and behind. There's a bunch on the right and closer to us, so we don't want those ones to spook the big one. We're gonna sneak around and try to get straight on the big one.
Well done, guys. Yeah.
Dude, teamwork.
Yeah.
Hey, man, our first antlered game together, you and me.
I know, dude.
And Moogie,
Great and great.
another
stuff,
great hunt.
guys. Oh yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, guys.
Look at that. A magnificent stag. That's a forked eye guard. And look at those thirds. In these beautiful fifths. I mean, just wow.
Awesome.
Hunting is beneficial for the animals to breed. Through hunting, we select the biggest and oldest of the species, which are normally past their breeding age, The old males do not allow young males to mate. By hunting the older ones, we allow the breeding process to continue. And this gives a positive effect on the herd composition in general.
Now we're sitting in our new concession, Hangai Argali area. Just this year we opened this hunting area. In this area you can hunt Hangai Argali and Gobi ibex, marastag, roe deer, wolf, all that licensed hunting games. We have a huge territory. It takes some time, it takes more days to find the old mature rams. Of course the size is important, but people really love to hunt the more old mature ram. I'm not only talk about the shooting and killing the animals, how we manage the sheep, how we manage to keep the sheep in the mountain is very important. If the population of the sheep is 100, maybe 5% is old mature rams. When you hunt the old mature ram before the rut season, it's very important that all growing process, because old rams, of course, they have big, heavy horns, and that's why they scared all that young rams. It's very important how we manage sheep in the mountain.
Mongolian people are nomads and therefore independent. They never seek help from anybody for anything, including their neighbors. Our nomadic culture and life are dependent on the rope, which is made from cowhide. As all families own livestock, they can produce their own rope. Nobody goes to their neighbor to ask for help. This is the reason that they cannot cooperate with each other. Since this is in our blood, you can observe this mentality in hunting management too. I am not asking for them to unite in everything. They should unite through their interest and impact the policy together. They should be able to cooperate to develop some hunting concessions to a high level and save some concessions for the future as a reserve.
So this one looks big and good base. I want to see more close to check. Yeah. From right here, it looks good, but a little bit strengthening is this solo ram, But let's have a look, and we will walk now to check more close. Let's keep walk to the till this small hill.
If we walk another 10 yards forward, that mountain is gonna cover them, and then we're fine.
Yeah, we can hide it.
let's go get the horses.
I see the white, but I don't think that's him. He's laying down watching us. Oh, really? Yep, that's him, all right, I guess. Just a little white dot. So he's below where you can see if you're here. But there's this little white dot up there. Now we're looking at him. You know, we're looking for something a little older than this. He's got beautiful bases and he's starting to lengthen into a nice decent curl here. Again, he's a little young. Right about at breeding age, right at the beginning of. Probably breed this fall. We'd like to pass on those genetics here. Moogie and I discussed it, and you know, there was a little conference, and we recognized that this is the ram for future generations, and the one we're looking for is much older than this and past its prime. So we're going to pass on this ram. We're really happy to see it. It's our first ram of the trip, the first mature ram, that is, and it was definitely worth coming up and having a look.
See that long patch of snow?
Snow?
Yep, see the long patch?
Yeah.
Look in the middle of it. There's a ram. Where are his friends? He's in the middle of the snow. The white snow. That long piece of white snow, look to the left of it, left side of it.
Тэгээ нэг ногоо өргөн ширгэн дээр очингуудаа ихний уян штэ. Тэрэн дээр гараад тэн дээр гарахад ерөөсө харагдахгүй далд. Тэндээс далд байна.
This is a group of rams nobody's seen yet. And it's been decided we need to go a little closer. One of them looks really nice.
So let's go down to the car and get the car right to the somewhere around over there. Then keep walking.
Okay. These guys are making a plan because they know the country a lot better than I do.
라운드에서 저거 다.
The ram we saw about 2 hours ago, we're now down in the valley separating the mountain that we were on from the mountain that he's on. There's another valley in front of us and a couple of benches up top. Yeah, we got about 2 hours worth of hiking in front of us, and then we will have a better idea of the size of the ram that we're looking at, and more importantly, the age. And then we'll make a decision. We're about, I'd say at most, another hour from where we want to be, at most. So we're halfway, more than halfway up. And at that point, I mean, this will all be dependent on cover, but we should be able to have some time to look at these rams.
Hunt is hunt.
Yeah, but no matter what happens, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
We're all happy.
Okay. Yeah. Gamba is up right now. He's gone up in front to check and see, because it's better to have one person looking than a bunch of heads. So he's having a little peek and a look-see, and he's gonna tell us what we need to know here soon, I'm sure. He should sneak up and figure out which one he wants first. Gotta see him. He's at 245. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to forgive us. We have hiked, we're at 12,000 plus foot of elevation. The sheep ran at, that was about, top of the hill was 246 yards. She was just past it, so about 250 yards in a wind like this. And it was hurry up, jump into place. We had no time to set up a camera. And I'm so sorry, but buddy, so you know, 250 yards top of the hill running, there was nothing anybody could do. It was hurry up, point and shoot, baby.
I told you, we have big ramp in this place, you know?
Yeah. Awesome.
Here. Thank you, old man. Thank you. Where we are now, this is a brand new concession. The money from taking a very, very old ram like this is going towards these local people who live around here to show them, don't graze your sheep here. Protect these animals, keep the poachers out. You know, don't overgraze the area. Put salt and hay in the spring so that the ewes, when they're giving birth, have food, and help take care of these areas, because hunters will come. They will come and they will pay money and they will help support you and your families in this area, and forever Mongolia will be able to keep its soul here in the mountains with these animals. I'm thankful to the hunting consortium for putting me in a position to succeed. I'm thankful to Mugi for putting me into a position to succeed. I'm thankful to Mongolia and the mountains here. And mostly I'm really thankful to my wife and my daughter for putting up with me being gone so much this year. It's been hard on all of us. And it means a lot to come to Mongolia, to come to Asia and be allowed to hunt.
When you're in here, this area is really wild, big, huge mountains, really wild place. That's why I really love to make successful hunting concession to build in here in coming years, and need to work with the local peoples. If they don't know, they don't care. So that's why I need to educate it. My plan is try to keep and save the sheep in this region. This hunting concession is really unique. You can hunt Hangai Argali in here, and you can hunt Gobi ibex, you can hunt marl stag, raw deer, wolf, all in one hunting concession. This is really unique.
It was a one big, interesting, eventful journey. I am very privileged to have been part of this team, part of this journey. I am currently doing my PhD in social anthropology, so I hope to integrate this experience and record it in my PhD thesis.
We've improvised a new longer stirrup program today. I've put on the knee braces, I've eaten my Advil and my Tylenol in large quantities. We're gonna see if maybe I can get off the horse at the end of the day and still walk. I get special stirrups. They're called the extra long. I might fall off, but I'm not nearly as likely as one might think. So.
Well, the hill is smaller than it was when we started. Update is ongoing. The hill is going to continue to get smaller with every step we take. Well, nothing shocking there. Not really any updates, just walking up the mountain.
This sheep that we saw yesterday, which I'm going to call Steven's sheep, because he found it first, he's still up where he was before. And we're going to try and see if maybe he's got a buddy. He might have developed friendships. But it seems like Steven's sheep is just basically antisocial.
Guys, what are we doing? Where are we going?
Where are we going? We're going to go up to about 10,000 foot, and then we're going to hike another couple of thousand feet after that. Up a rock scree with all of our gear and food and water.
Please no. Stop. Just leave me alone. What? I'm not crying. I just don't want a camera in my face.